What's up, tricksters and tricksettas, all of you guys watching this on a second YouTube channel or the main YouTube channel, I don't know where this is gonna go. Today at our coaching table, we have our friend Techno. He is a Jett main, playing in Diamondish, Platinum-ish lobbies. We're gonna say this is a Diamond VOD review on Jett, because, you know, he's a peak Diamond 2 player. And basically, this is a free VOD review, so, you know, we'll see what we can do with that. Let's start with the tracker review immediately. So, basically, Techno, you know, playtime is okay. We are playing the game, but we are really stuck in this Platinum-ish elo still, like Platinum-ish Diamondish. And we are still not getting enough impact as we should. Like, what? Listen, when you see a tracker like this, Techno, brother, you're still fighting way too many solo fights. Why are you dying alone so many times? Like, you have 140 ADR and below 1 KD and 67% KST. Why do we take bad solo fights? Like, immediately that's your problem. Your problem is, like, which fights you take, how you take them, and why you die. Like, that is the questions that we need to answer during this VOD review. Everything else is pretty much irrelevant. We're still pretty bad in 1v1 and 1v2 clutches, I'm not gonna lie, but you don't have a chance to play 1v1 and 1v2 clutch because you are always dead. You know? So, as a Jett player, you have only 158 first bloods in 51 matches and 210 first deaths. How the fuck, excuse my French, how the hell, sorry, how do we die so many times first? What are we doing in these initial contacts? You know, how you clear the angles? How you engage the enemies? Those are the questions we need to answer. Attacker side, horrendous. Defender side, nothing better. Okay, and you stuck with your Jett. Ah, you didn't play Act 1. Oh, so you actually made a break. Oh, you just came back in the game. So you didn't play Act 5, Act 6, and Act 1? Okay, now it actually makes sense. Like, I was wondering, like, how did your performance didn't improve during these months? Like, okay, so you just came back. Okay, since you just came back, like, you can literally just repeat the same training, you know, and I'm gonna try to see, like, what we can do better in these games. This is the exact order of how your loadouts should be, but, you know, this is not good. At least you're playing well in pistol rounds. At least the strategies are working there, if nothing else. Weapon versatility can be better. I don't know why are you staying away from easy guns to take easy kills? Come on, man, like, Platinum, Diamond, Ascendant players, low immortals are brain dead in Valorant. Like, literally, you can get... I mean, just look at the Neon, what's doing right now in ranked solo queue. I mean, you can do the same shit with the Jett. So, yeah. Okay, let's do this split VOD review. Let's see what you can do better. Yeah, chat, I am following Everett Jonas. You know, he is my deadlock duo right now. Just a second. So, split. Are we playing on defense or attack? We're starting on attack. Great. Harder side, but not unwinnable. Ethereal, what's you, man? Or girl, I don't know. When did your first kiss happen? I don't know, I was literally like 10 or 11 years old. Behind some courtyard, like on school, like with some girl. Nothing too serious, but that was my first kiss. Hi, YouTube. CHARLATAN has a thing for dicks. You think you're funny? Techno. let's see. So, Techno as per usual. Like,
I would make fun of their dumb faces, but they're us.
lol, you, on my Discord server. I've been very good, very good, very good. Very good. Very nice, very good. You?
My ult's ready.
No, seriously, I mean, like, I mean, in my country, like, we have a thing, whatever. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. Now, okay. Split. So you get in a map of Valorant. The first thing you ask yourself is, like, which map are you playing? What is your team comp? What is the enemy team comp? And what we should do about it. On Split, your default site, number one priority, is always A site. Last priority, secondary priority, B site. Generally speaking, like, you wanna try abusing, you know, this part of the map more in the first 4 to 6 rounds, rather than going B or mid. Now, how you play Split heavily depends on the enemy team composition. So in this specific match, actually, I don't even see, like, just a second, I don't see the team comps. In this specific match, enemies have Vise as a Sentinel. If enemies have a Vise as a Sentinel, I will really avoid, in the first round, going B and going mid. Because of the Vise wall. You know, Vise wall cannot fuck you up that much when you're going A. Because when you go A, you can easily shift your focus towards the ramp, get some kills on tower, take the tower control, and then decide what to do next. But if the Vise fucks you up on B, and you get, or mid, and you get locked down here and here, then that is really fucked up. So against the Vise, like, you have two options in the first round. We can do a 5-man push onto the A site, just a default execute, or we can do a 4-1 push onto the tower. So basically, you ask from your controller to give you this smoke, you go for the updraft dash into the smoke, we take the tower control, we take the kills here, and then we decide what to do next. If you get 1 or more kills, we can finish on A. If you get 0 kills, immediately lead the charge through the vents onto the B site and try to take the B site control. So let's see what our friend Techno is gonna do. Now on Split, you should always like get a classic pistol and light shield with Jett, and you should you know, if enemies have a sentinel such as Vise or Cypher, updraft and smoke. If enemies don't have the sentinels, get 2 smokes and that's it. You ever play Fortnite? A bit. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, except most likely playing close.
Now, when it comes to the team comps, your team comp is fine. You know, we just don't have anything for flanks and lurks, so we need to constantly be ready for some backstabs and backshots from the enemies. And when it comes to the enemy team comp, they have an enormous amount of flashes. Like, it's gonna be mega important in this match how you scale up, through which areas of the maps you scale up, and you need to take the cover for your eyes consistently. And expect the early flashes in the A-man and B-man and
You can
mid.
also go B. They only have a Vice full. You can go mid to B.
I already don't like how this round has started. Like, there's no reason for you to start the round so slowly. You know? Like, fuck it. If the call is to go A, clear this angle, instantly go for the jump spot here. Let's go. Let's send it. Like, I don't know why we're waiting like this 2-3 seconds. Like, just go. I love how you you jump spotted this angle, but now you don't jump spot this angle. Brother, this is like 10 times more important. Like, you can die from here, from there, like, come on. My dude just swung a bit. And in this first round, if we're just doing a 5-man push on A, the main execute that you should do is simply dash into this position, flick left and right to reveal the enemies here, here, and here, and then based on that info, you decide what to do next. If you didn't see any enemies, you can immediately scale into the elbow, and from the elbow try to clear the site in circle. If you saw some enemies, or, you know, your Sage Slow Orb is here, like, just tuck yourself into this corner, wait for your teammates to scale out, and then fight together with your teammates. What the absolute fuck are we doing? in this first round. Brother, you're the only dive agent in this team. I highly doubt that your Omen is gonna do some aggressive play or something like that. Where are you going? It's mega important when you're playing Jett and you're going onto A site that you take this position or you clear the elbow as your teammates are moving in. Especially in Platinum and Diamond Elo, where you're gonna play with various different type of specimens, you know, that don't really understand what is Valorant. So now you're gonna go you're updraft dashing into a smoke where I have no idea if anyone is there. Your teammates, God knows if they're gonna go through the choke point and what the fuck they're gonna do. And you cannot properly fight with them. Good kill though, but this kill means nothing if you instantly get traded. Like basically, you know, this is zero impact in ranked solo queue. Like when you're playing in these lower lobbies. Like basically in lower lobbies, like you getting one kill and some minimal space and instantly getting traded for nothing. You did nothing. Now you're just gonna spectate 4 of your mentally disabled teammates losing this round for you. And what then? And you're gonna be like, oh, how did my teammates lose the round? Because they're dumb. You know? You're playing with 4 artificial intelligence against 5 AI. It's the first round. I don't know how good or how bad are your teammates. If you're not alive, you cannot control the outcome of your rounds. Fuck this shit in the first round. Just send it onto the bomb site. Kill that Vise, brother. Like, open the site. You know, for example, if you kill the Vise that is alone on the bomb site, you open the whole site for your team. Now they can go through the choke point and support you. I mean, if you already wanted to do this updraft dash into the smoke, then a much better call out to your teammates would be, hey guys, let's fight for A tower. I'm gonna bait the potential Vise wall here or whatever. Please, guys. And as your teammates are clearing this, you're doing updraft dash into this smoke, fucking up the enemies from behind. We're pinching them on tower, taking 1, 2, 3 kills. Probably 1 or 2 kills. You know, there's no way that 3 enemies are gonna be on tower in the first round. And then you decide what you wanna do next. This is potato. Like nothing, basically. Now you just spectate these idiots doing whatever the fuck they're gonna do, and they lose the round, as per usual.
You guys can just go.
Now, listen. So what we know from the first round is that Mix is the A player. Vice plays the wall on A, but we don't really know, like, you know, what Vice is actually gonna do and how she's gonna play this match. We also know that Yoru was the A player. With all of that info, we can go A again and maybe try getting the kill instead of this smoke again, because one of the easiest kills that you can get in this second round with Jett is just getting a shorty, getting the updraft, telling your teammates to do a smoke there, and just, you know, doing this and killing this guy, or killing the enemies that are on A tower. So we can do that, because we already know that enemies like to play on the rafters around this smoke, and, you know, we can try to get a kill. Of course, in this second round, we can just try getting the kills on mid, which is pretty optimal on split. You know, when you're playing an eco round on split, I mean, mid is an area of the map where you can just get free picks with Jett. Like, you just get a shorty, 1 smoke, you tell your controller to smoke the vents. Maybe he can smoke both vents and mail as well. Why not? We're mainly fighting for kills, to get some weapons and to get some numbers advantage. And then, you know, we can easily try to get some picks into the vents, into the mail room. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. Aman, see you later, man.
I can trip the wall. You guys can just go.
Listen, fuck the utility in the second eco round. Like, these 2 smokes, this updraft and this dash ability, are not gonna give you the kills. What's gonna give you a kill is if you force up the bandit, maybe.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What's gonna give you a kill is if you get a shorty and you shove it up into the enemy's anal. You get the point. So, just get the updraft. get a shorty, tell the Omen to smoke rafters and get a free kill. What's the problem? We've been talking about this for a very long time. Unspoken, thank you for the sub and enjoy the playbook.
Go up top.
CHARLATAN playing Valorant on all maps, is this okay? Yeah, it's fine. She's okay. It depends on your elo, to be honest. Depends on your elo. Any tips on how you eat an ass? Tutorial coming later. I really don't like how you're picking these main areas of the map. Like, listen. Whenever you need to scale up first, through any area of the map, without any recon tools or flash or something, please get in a habit of jump spotting these angles. Like, Valorant Gods gave you the jump spot mechanic that is like 10 times easier than in Counter-Strike. Use it. You have a classic pistol. And in this round, you do this shit. What now? I mean, yeah, we got a kill into that elbow, but there can be one more guy on the side. I don't know. Like, I think, you know, that kill on the Yoru was amazing by your Omen and your teammates. But if you had a shorty in this round, you told the Omen to give you a rafter smoke, we can get this Yoru kill, one more kill on the rafters, and now we are 5 versus 3.
Drop down.
Also, listen, whenever you're scaling through this area of the map, like instantly try to get into the elbow. So you have some kind of a cover for yourself if your teammates are not scaling together with you or fast enough. You really don't want to get fucked by the enemies going through this smoke, killing you from the rafters, maybe one guy is sitting there, etc, etc. So pick up this gun, take the cover, you can clear the site maybe, you know, fight only one fight at that moment of time. And now once you take the site, you know, you just keep this position, don't fight too much, you have the space, now we just play a refray game. Let's go.
Drop down.
We definitely need to kill that Sky right now before she kills our teammates. Okay.
One screen.
Puduzobi is dead. Now, one problem that you're making here is that you're mispositioning yourself based on enemy's team composition. Like, generally speaking, like when you're playing against flash agents, you need to play a bit closer to them, you know, so they don't blind the shit out of you and just run you down and kill you. So instead of playing screens right here, the best position you can play is actually elbow. So we are forcing this Sky and Phoenix to already waste some flashes just to take this space. Because if they don't use a single flash to take that, and you end up around the screens, fully exposed from the tower as well, and from this position, God help us. Or if they just pick that and you die. Generally speaking, like when you take the A site in this way, you know, like you smoke dash in, you flick left and right, you clear the elbow, you clear the site, you should mainly fight around this part of the map. You have more safety, it's easier to isolate the solo fights, you're never gonna be stuck in some kind of a spammable position such as this one. You don't need to worry about enemies shooting you from tower or left side. You can always choose which fight you want to fight at that moment of time, which is always better. Not bad for the eco round. Like, I mean, we actually got a win. Not bad. Okay, from that previous round, we know that Vice is gonna be changing her position. So in the last round, she actually played on the B side or mid. Going on to A set one more time is actually a really good idea. First of all, enemies are playing an eco halby. Whenever enemies are eco halby on a defender side of Splinter Cell, you wanna avoid this part of the map usually. Meaning that you should just do a 5-man push on A. Because on A side, there's not that many angles and close range angles where they can really fuck you up, you know, if you scale up in a proper way with proper utility. And also, since we pushed the A side 2 rounds in a row, it is far more unpredictable that we're gonna push A set again. We're gonna condition mentally the enemies that we love going A, Enemies are probably, in the next round, gonna have a lot of the players defending A site. They're gonna be pulling faster rotations. So in the round number 4, we can do an easy fake on the A site and go B. Or we can fake B and go A. Up to you. But keep in mind that you always want to fake a site on which enemy sentinel is playing. So, if Wise in this round is playing A site again, we want to fake A. If Wise is playing B site, we want to fake B site in the next round. Bailey Diamond. Jett is a bit better in Diamond, man. Like, I don't know about Bailey in that elo.
I'll wait for you, drone.
What are we waiting for? We made sound. We threw slow orbs. Enemies know that we're going A. Do you know how communication sounds in ranked solo queue? Do you know what enemy Yoru is telling right now in microphone? They're going A. They're going A. It's A, guys. It's A hit. That's all the comms in ranked solo queue. Like, you make one footstep. That one player that is playing A side is yelling, "You help me, guys. I'm dead. I need..." You get the point. Like, that's how people rotate, and that's how people speak in ranked solo queue. You know, like, you know, so I don't know why. What are you waiting for? For enemies to rotate? Go jump spot this angle. Like 5 seconds ago, you should have jump spotted this angle. Get the info. You have smokes now. Right now, you should be going onto the bomb site. Smoke dash in. Let's go. And especially in this round, we should not go onto the tower because enemies are eco halby with God knows which weapons. And we need to get into this 90-degree angle right here. So we can force, like, clean fights against the eco enemies. Go! This was generally a crazy execution. Crazy hamburger, man.
7. Sky. One main.
I love that Sage is planting the spike wide open from everything. Enemies have like 6. Enemies have 7 flashes in their team. Vazi fuck. Okay, we should definitely be working on our aim a bit. You know, after this VOD review, I'll tell you what to do for mechanics, but this is interesting. I love that you pulled out the shorty, but wrong fight.
Enemy spotted. A.
Listen. What is your main job in Valorant? Your main job is winning the rounds in the most painless, easiest way possible, where majority of your teammates, including you, survive. So if you're already 3 versus 1, with 43 health points, why are you throwing this Vandal into the trash can? I love that you have the confidence to take this fight. That's always a W. That's always a plus. But don't fucking take it. Let your Tejo take this fight. You play behind this angle. Phoenix swings out, wide open. We swing out. Take an easy dead zone, jiggle peek. Get that enemy Phoenix out of this server and win a round with this Vandal. Your economy is shit. You need to think about it in the future rounds. The guy has a sheriff. He body shots you. You're dead. I also need to ask, like, what are we holding right now? But okay. What is this fight? Bro. You need to stay alive more. For the sake of your mental health, because your teammates can still lose this round, and just play a reflex with them. Let them peek first, you peek second. And for the sake of your economy as well. Look at this now. Now in this round, You
Split mid.
you play with a fucking regen shield instead of having a Vandal, heavy shield, all utility, and a shorty. Huh? And now enemies with a Bucky can delete you, with a shorty delete you. Like, if enemy pulls out the Outlaw, you're dead from one body shot. Like, what are we doing?
Don't be.
In Valorant, you really need to think, like, always 2 steps forward in terms of everything that you do, including your economy as well. Now, in this round, doing a fake would be amazing. You know, we know that Vise is the B or mid player. So right now, we should be faking B site and going A again. Who should fake the site? One of your initiators, like either Tejo or Fade, and Sage. So maybe this guy and this guy. Omen gives them 1 smoke for the B tower. They just need to send it, make a lot of noise, and you're probably gonna walk into a free bomb site. Especially now that Yoru is nerfed with shit teleports. You know, it's so easy to, like, you know, a lot of the Yoru players are not even using fast rotation teleports anymore.
Just go all 5 from. Thank you, thank you.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Please start jump spotting angles in the main areas of the map.
Need a drop.
First,
Thanks.
okay, you got a drop.
Thank you, thank you.
First, you jump spot this angle, get the info where the enemies are, then activate a dash ability, and take a free kill.
It's over. You're dead.
Why are we slow peeking through this area of the map? Like this. Like basically, in this type of a fight, you're in a huge disadvantage. You know, an enemy can play behind the box right here. An enemy can play on this position. This, I'm peeking you from here. Like, get the info first, then decide how you want to fight.
Lock and tight.
We're doing a one-way smoke on top of our Omen smoke. We are dashing alone into the mail with 0 support from our teammates. We have 2 initiators with 2 dogs, 1 drone, 2 bombs, rockets, stun, seize, reveal. Omen paranoia. Relax a bit. Like, when you're playing Jett, it's mega important that either you go for the plays that are safe, where your teammates are supporting with utility, and you know that you're gonna get a free picks and free kills, or make sure that your teammates can follow you up and refrag you if the things go south. Now, when you did this dash ability, an enemy can be here, an enemy can be here, holding you with a judge. An enemy can be holding you from this position, killing you, staring at your face.
I'll find you.
One under, one under, one under, one under.
Be at peace. My ultimate is ready.
The round surprisingly turned out really well, considering, you know, the play that we did.
I'm really sorry I don't have heal.
It's okay, it's okay.
I'm really sorry I don't have heal. My Sage in Radiant lobbies. Fuck you, you fucking N-word, Jett. I'm not even gonna heal you even if I had a heal. That's a woman for you, man. Sorry, I don't have a heal.
I'll play passive until you do.
Planted.
Watch out, Heaven.
I can wall this way. Wall raised.
This is a really good post-on position, like probably the best post-on position you can play, when your teammates are playing under the rafters, on top of the rafters, and in the beam and sight, because now you can refrag your teammates left, right, and you can fight everywhere.
And what is that? Here.
One alley. I'll play off you. Fade. I'll play off you. Just watch out, Heaven. One main.
Not your fault. You know, like Omen should have been watching the main, like, and if I was in your position, I would also probably be more focused on tower and CT. a bit of an unlucky round. We can move on.
No, it's
Spike, I
So, what we learned from these first 4 rounds is that enemies are really bad at defending the space. So our 5-man executes are actually working. We only had 1 unlucky round when it comes to the post plant. In the first round, you made a misplay where you went tower and died immediately, and then you just watched your teammates die. So as long as the 5-man executes are working, you know, like 5-man push A, 5-man push B, split A, split B, like, there's no reason to stay away from that shit. Anyways, like, in that 4th round, like, the reason why I pushed A site for 3 rounds in a row is to apply pressure on A and to make a fake. Like, there's no other reasons why you do this shit. So please, in the 4th round, try to do a fake. In ranked solo, you try it at least once. You know, see how it's gonna go. If your teammates are bad at faking, and fuck it. You know, I'm not even gonna repeat it ever again. If I see that things go south and my teammates don't know how to properly play the fakes. But try it out.
whole flank. It was just.
I got it. It's fine. You can play in the box and hold main.
Even though your Omen died here, this is a really good info for you. Like, this is a free kill for you in the future rounds. So, we know that Phoenix, enemies like to peek the B-main area of the map. In the next round, just hold the B-main, take this kill for free, and that's it. In this type of matches, you can also pull out the operator on the attacker side, hold that B-main peek, and get a free pick. If an enemy doesn't peek you, whatever, like, we can still search for the picks on the B side. Someone is gonna jiggle peek or jump spot some angle, you're probably gonna get a kill anyways. Because players in low elo and medium elo are mega undisciplined. They always like to fight, they always like to peek because, you know.
Tough.
I don't know, man, like, I really don't know what you're doing with these executes. Like I know you have a dash ability. You know, but if I use a dash ability here to go back, that would be too much of a waste. Brother, we have 2 initiators in the team. Let's wait for the reveal, let's wait for the dogs, and then let's use a dash ability to actually take the fights and some meaningful space. Once again, here an enemy can be like in the mail, watching at you right now, behind the box, like, wait a bit, relax. It's still a team play game. Am I doing is just pressing a W key and going in? I respect it and the confidence, but this is why I lose the matches. This is why you have 67% KSD with 0.95 KD.
This Phoenix isn't doing. He's like gonna be feedback.
Precise gameplay. Am I right?
Sky's here as well.
Okay, so we know that enemies on the B side in the previous round had 2 players. We killed the Phoenix. Now your job is finding that 1 more player. That is probably at the backside or around the pillar. We cannot go into the CT before we deal with that player.
Yeah.
And this was also a terrible pathing, once again. Like when you're pathing, you're mega giga overexposed. You drop down here. You kill the Phoenix. Now, check the CT. Check this angle. Take the cover behind the box. Check the box. Check the backside. Check the boxy box. Check the backside boxy box. Why would I go through the right side where I'm exposed from the backside, from this position, this position, this position, and 2 additional angles in the CT area of the map? Parkinson's same method. Activating dash ability here is totally fine, actually. You know, Yoru is on to you, he can engage us at any moment of time, so why not?
Yeah, he's behind.
Okay, listen. So, what you really need to do for the next few weeks is, before you make some kind of a decision, any decision, before you decide to use a dash ability, before you decide to go in, take a fight, take a look at the minimap, and just for 2 seconds think of what you should do, from which angles enemies can kill you, and which fight you want to take. You need to develop better decision making, and you cannot do that if you're just reacting on everything based on nothing, based on your instincts and based on what you hear at that moment of time. Like if I want to swing through this smoke, first I'm gonna check the minimap. Are my teammates covering the tower? My teammates are not covering the tower. Okay, I can still fight this Yoru, but I need to clear the tower first with my dash ability, and then I can move into the side to fight with this Jett and kill the Yoru. Chester, we'll see, man. Now, what a lot of players are doing wrong in Valorant is they're constantly feeding their bad habits. Because you're never slowing down to actually think what type of a decision you can make. Like, it is much better when you're learning the game, when you're trying to be better, that you're mistiming your plays, but you're still trying to do the good plays, based on some info, based on something, instead of just playing the game based on your fucking feelings. That is just brute forcing things, you know? You can just constantly be feeding your bad habits and never fixing them. Now, of course, thinking too much is also bad. So, 2-3 seconds. Whenever you want to make some kind of a decision. Check the minimap. Check the scoreboard. Check where are your teammates. Check where are the enemies. Check what type of utility is on the map. 2-3 seconds. Then make a decision based on that.
Wait, heaven. Just advice.
Okay. Okay, we have ultimate.
Can you drone close? There's one pushed up heaven.
Okay, so what are players doing bad in Valorant? Playing this goddamn game. Listen. So enemies smoke you off here. I don't know if enemies are rafters or if someone is holding me from the side. How do we take this space with a Jett? You smoke the rafters, jump spot this angle, and now you decide. Now you go out. Huh? How can I go out through this smoke when an enemy can kill me from the rafters and from 5 different angles on sight? Your Tejo ultimate looks like this. Tejo drone doesn't see shit until it comes close to the enemies. Like, how you're pathing through these main areas of the map is horrendous. Slow down a bit, use your utility, jump spot the enemies, get some info first, then take a fight. This is also horrendous. Once again, enemies are playing a bit of an eco halberd round. They have shit weapons. Why are we dashing onto the tower? Smoke dash. Bam. Bam. Take the site. You have the Tejo ultimate clearing the elbow, pushing the enemies towards the site. I want to take this fight. If enemies are playing an eco halberd, I definitely don't want to take this fight, where this mix can shove up this triple shot into my anal cavity and bad things can happen. You get a kill on the rafters when you do this execute, but the bomb site is still not cleared. What is your next step? You clear the bomb site. Simple as that. Because not because you're gonna die here. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen here, but I don't know what's gonna happen with your teammates on the site. Even one enemy can kill 4 of your teammates right now. Hey, you got a kill in the rafters. Good job. Good job. Now go on to the site and fight with your teammates, please. And also not to mention that this fight is mega giga risky. You know, around this smoke, you just don't know what the fuck is happening if you don't have any recon info. An enemy can be here, here, here. Why are you blind peeking into a position that is exposed from 3 different angles? Relax, chill. You got a kill. Drop down, reset yourself, play with your teammates.
Your screens.
Here as well. You're 5 versus 3. You have a dash ability. Drop onto the side. Play at the backside, around the elbow and around this spot. Right here. Shove up these knives into the enemy's ass and win the round. Where are you going? You just need to relax a bit. You don't need to, like, you don't need to fight 24/7. I mean, the worst thing that you can do in Valorant is taking these pointless, unnecessary fights. You got 2 kills. Bomb set for free. Your job is done. That is your 9 to 5 in Valorant. Taking the site, planting the spike, making small numbers advantage. What else do you need to win this round? What is this? Why would I even be here? Prioritize playing with your teammates more and staying alive. You take a site, you take the space, you take 1-2 kills, your job is done. You're not paid for any, I mean, you're not paid at all at Valorant, which is even worse. You're not paid at all, bro! Why are you doing this heavy lifting? Like, now, you let your teammates fight. Okay, guys, I took a site. We made numbers advantage. Fade peeks elbow, fights in the elbow. We go for a refrag and fight together with a fade. My teammates are fighting enemies on the tower. I fight together with them.
Oh, 50 on that. Wait.
You're throwing your life way too much. Now, ultimate status of the enemies is something that we should be tracking quite a lot during every match of Valorant. Because players in Valorant are mega giga repetitive when it comes to ultimate usage. So the last time when the Phoenix had the ultimate, he did an instant push through the aim and area of the map. So in this round, we have 3 options. Option number 1. Hey guys, let's hide our anal cavity right here and wait to see if the Phoenix is gonna pop the ult. Because probably he's gonna ult, go through the sewers, and that's what most of the players do with a Phoenix ult. Hey guys, let's do some 1-4 split onto the B side. Or let's do a 5-man push on B, which is not really the best idea since enemy Vice is usually playing on the B side. Okay. Thankfully he didn't do it this time.
Up heaven.
Okay, let me show you something. So, I'm going through this area of the map. First thing, I jump spot the enemies. Aha, my teammates are giving me the smokes. I activate the dash ability. I don't have the enemy smoke here to cover me during my execute.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
That's it. Cover yourself up. Go for the smoke dash. Stay alive. This peek that you did here. Crazy. Crosshair placement nowhere to be found. I'm fully exposed from, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential angles. And not even that. While I'm going through this area of the map, what if an enemy peeks you right here? How are you going to fight that enemy? Are you going to be ready for that peek? Plus, on top of that, enemies have like, oh, they actually have like 7 flashes. And executes are a bit criminal. You know, precision in Valorant is always more important than speed. No matter what you do. You execute a sight, be precise. You take the fights, be precise. You want to make decision, be precise with it. Make a good decision. Like, here. Smokes all over the place. As you're moving in, you're fully overexposed without any cover. And number 3, you don't even flick left and right to get the info about the enemies. Brother, like all you have to do is this. Smoke the position, smoke that angle. Now I got info left and right. From this smoke right here, I can decide, do I want to go elbow and take elbow immediately? Or do I want to use this smoke to take this cover, chill a bit while my teammates are going out, and then I fight together with them here because I don't want to end up in some kind of a crossfire between the screens and the elbow. Because if you die alone here from an enemy that is holding you from elbow or an enemy that is behind the screens, you did absolutely nothing.
We've got side, one with Evan.
I love how here, like, we didn't even clear the elbow. Okay, you take a sight. You take the screens. Please check the elbow as well. I mean, okay, we got a fade ultimate, like, so we know that no one is there.
Huge one.
But considering how much he's autopiloting, like, I don't know if he's even thinking about that. Where are you going right now? We have a perfect post-plan setup. Where do you want to go? It is 5 versus 3. Mix ultimate, absolute piece of dog shit. The most useless ultimate in the game. I'll tank it at any moment of time. Vi's ultimate, not big enough. Like, no matter where the Vice uses her ultimate, like, it's just absolutely dog shit. And it's not gonna catch us all on sight. I can still play, like, here. I can still play here with a Vandal. You know, she goes tower. I mean, have the whole sight. She's behind us. I have elbow. She's here. I have sight and elbow. Like, it's just shit ultimate to use in for the retakes of A set and B set as well. Phoenix ultimate. Okay, that's the only danger here. But it is not danger if you fight together on a refrag potential. So why are you putting yourself once again in a position like this, where you're exposed from main, rafters, and CT, and you're forcing yourself to take some kind of a fight? Well, relax. Omen is rafters, this guy is here. You have 2 teammates in elbow. Take the fights with your teammates in elbow. Play on a position like this, where you're holding aim in, your Omen is holding the tower, and now we can just play refrags left and right. What's the best duel is Jett.
He Phoenix ulted from screens.
There's another problem, like, you don't value a refrag potential at all. Like, so, you take a site, you plant the spike. Next thing that you check is what type of utility enemies have, and what they can do with that utility to fuck us up. Second thing that you check is what the fuck are my teammates doing, and how can I position myself in the most efficient way to refrag my most aggressive teammates that have the highest chance of dying. Why are you complicating the rounds? It doesn't have to be complicated. Fight with that guy in the screens. Fight with this Omen on the rafters, I don't know. Stay on the site.
One enemy remaining.
Who killed the Phoenix?
He was CT.
Yeah. I'll hold your heaven. Yeah.
Once again, what are you doing? Listen, isn't it more logic? So, your Tejo is here. Sage is in the elbow. Screens is walled off. Just hold this. If Wise comes through the rafters, She is overexposed from million angles. This is the time where you want to fight the Vise. Why would I hold a tight, deep angle where she can one-tap me and kill me without a refrag? You need to think more about the refrag potential. Being refraggable and refragging these motherfuckers. Let them fight. You're 3 versus 1. Do you need to take a fight? Any fight? No. Just close out this round.
Whoa. Okay.
Why did you become so undisciplined, man? Like, you were not this undisciplined before. Like, this is crazy, man. I didn't quit a VOD review. I just went for nicotine gums.
Maybe it's you can go.
Now, once again, we applied enormous amount of pressure onto enemies on A side. Try a fake. Like, you see how fast enemies are rotating on A. They're leaving the positions like this. Try a fake, at least once.
Go main, and then... can you smoke mid here?
I'm unsure how to practice my strafing and micro movements. Can someone help me out? Yes, I can help you. Here you go.
Okay. They walled mid.
Also, listen. Let's say for an example. Strategy is let's take mid area of the map slowly while shifting. Let's say that is the strategy. Let's say we don't have a smoke in vents, we have no smokes whatsoever. How can I peek this angle? By shifting like this. I'm pressing a W key. I'm moving forward. Enemy sees me before I see him. I'm also slow walking. On this angle. Like, you're dead. Like, go in a custom server with a friend and peek this angle like this and tell your friend to play randomly on some positions. You're gonna lose 9 out of 10 fights. So we're shifting up here. We need to check this angle first. This angle, A and D only. This angle, silence the mechanic.
Walled off mid.
Now look what you do.
Maybe it's you can go main, and then... can you smoke mid here? Okay. They walled mid. He walled off mid. Walled off mid. I'm gonna... trip the wall. Guys can go B main.
Also, can I ask... why is our only duelist in the team lurking? First of all, even if I'm playing Cypher, and I have 4 teammates going through mid, and my 5-man executes are working, I'm not gonna lurk. Why the fuck would I do that if enemies are just shit at defending the bomb sites? Match is over. Enemies don't know how to defend bomb sites. Enemies have bad retakes. Game is over. Second of all, you're playing at Jett. We don't have a secondary duelist in the team. How do you expect your Omen, Tejo, Fade, and Sage to go through the B-man right now? I mean, if Omen makes some kind of an aggressive play from my playbook, then he can maybe do it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But otherwise, Mango, enjoy the playbook, bro. But otherwise, what do you expect from your teammates right now? If anyone should be lurking right now, it's probably your Sage. You know? In this type of place, this type of solo place, you should only do in the following case scenarios. So, 5-man executes are not working. Team play is not working. Default, lurk, flank, try to make some solo picks. Try something different. You see an opportunity to make a numbers advantage by lurking, flanking, and to win the round for your team, do it. But in this round, in this match and in this round here, it is just nonsense. Just an unnecessary risk. Also, look at your fade reveal on the B side. You trust these 4 idiots to go through the beam in right now. Good luck.
One heaven.
Run, brother. Just run. You know, from who are you keeping your location a secret right now? Just go. Like, even if, you know, like, it would be okay for you to shift back right now if your teammates didn't already use the smokes on B and then they didn't start going out. But you have 4 teammates, static teammates, going through the beam and area of the map. Just run and try to play with them as soon as possible.
Why is this heaven?
Anyways, enemies don't know, you know, how many of us played mid. Maybe there's like 2, maybe there's 3, maybe there's 1.
I'm gonna slow walk back on mid.
Once again, like, how you're peeking the angles is the first thing that you need to fix on the attacker side. One at a time. Cut the pie, slice the pie, brother. It's 2026. If I need to speak about that in 2026, that's crazy. Like, here. I come back mid.
I'm gonna slow walk back on mid.
Once again, I have absolutely no idea where are the enemies. I need to do this. One angle at a time, and now I can shift up. Go in a custom server with a friend. Peek the angle like this. You're gonna die 9 out of 10 times. I honestly don't know how this... I mean, you caught the mix in a bit of schmovement. That's why you survived here.
One down. I've got your trail.
Okay. Let me see that again.
One down.
I'm gonna slow walk back on mid. From up top heaven. Just play a slow, she might flash you.
Cover going out.
Okay. This situation, we covered Techno at least 9 or 10 times. At least 9 or 10 times. And I was very specific how to play this situation in Valorant. So, you do some kind of a strategy or you play a default, for an example. You exchange the numbers with the enemies. Enemies have 3 players alive on defense. You have 3 players alive on the attack. The best idea is always to regroup your whole team, the rest of the team, either towards A main or towards the B main area of the map, and just do the execute like the round has just started. There is no way that 3 enemies are going to play A. There is no way that 3 enemies are going to play B. Most of the times, you're just going to fight 1 enemy, and in the worst case scenario 2, which is still better than letting your Sage go alone through the B main. She dies alone, I cannot control that fight. I end up in a 2v3, going through the mid area of the map, fully exposed from the vents, from the tower, from the CT and site. You go through the mid, to a very dangerous area of the map where enemies can backstab me at any moment of time. Why? When I can just clear the whole A main, no one is here, and I'm consistently fighting up front.
Headshot.
We even made a footstep. Well, listen, like, here a bit better idea would have been, like, if you actually use this dash ability to take fights. You know, I really don't see a reason why would you... In a 3v2, you're dashing onto tower. Just take the fights with the dash ability. 1 bullet, 1 burst fire, reset yourself, play with the Omen, and that's it. Simplify things a bit more.
Headshot.
Here, jump spot this angle. play with the Omen, go through the tower, and maybe use your dash ability to end up on the bomb site, to take more space. Like, what type of space you took here? Nothing. I mean, you could have run towards that angle with this smoke. That's a good one way. But imagine you had a dash ability here. Now we can smoke dash, you know, towards the boxy box. Reveal the enemies left and right. We cannot die from these angles. Clear the box. Clear the B main. Clear the backside. Voila.
One
Could be
enemy
CT
remaining.
here. Don't know.
30 seconds left.
What do you have?
Do you remember me? No.
Cover going out.
Heaven, heaven, heaven.
105. There you
These type of fights are the reason why I lose the games and why I lose the rounds. Like, basically, so, Valorant is a game where, first of all, you want to learn all of the fundamentals. All of the fundamentals. Then, you want to figure out how to become hyper efficient at executing those fundamentals. Valorant is a game where you want to win the rounds in the most painless way possible, where you are always in control of the rounds, where you are always learning from those rounds, not your teammates. Valorant is a game where you value team play and numbers more than anything else. Unless you are tens and you can just kill 4 enemies in 0.5 seconds. If you're not tens, Aspas or whoever, then in this type of a situation, you hide in the B main, wait for your Sage to pick the first contact, and then you fight. Then you take the easiest kill of your life and just close out this round. Because
Cover going out.
in this fight,
Heaven, heaven, heaven.
105.
in this fight right here, you die, your Omen cannot refrag you. Unless this Sky pushes really far up. Then Sky kills the Omen, you lose the round for nothing. The easiest round of your life. Also, who should fight first completely depends on positioning of you and your teammate. Here, Omen needs to take the first fight. Because you can refrag Omen no matter where the Sky drops down from the rafters.
There you
We play a lot together in Radiant Ranked. You had 2 videos uploaded on YouTube. I was all the time with you. It was like 5 years ago. Hisoka, brother, like... I don't remember what I did yesterday, man, like, to be honest. I remember not that many players, like, from 2020 and 21 and 22. Coaching in this game, like, fried my brain. Literally.
Go back. No worries, bro.
Lolo! Welcome, Lolo.
I'll find you. I have extra money if anyone needs.
I'm not really gonna repeat myself here, how you're clearing angles and how you're engaging these main areas of the map. But you really need to start jump spotting angles a bit more. And clearing them one at a time. Please.
No worries, bro.
Shadows traveling.
I'll find you.
Oh! Ha! Ta! What the ta, bro? Relax a bit, chill a bit. You know? Like, this is exactly what I talked about in the previous rounds. Like, look. Just look at the minimap. Look at the minimap.
Shadows traveling.
I'll find you.
Look. Just look at this train composition. Right here. Who the fuck can refrag you, man? You don't have a smoke for screens. Ready? Your second most aggressive teammate is like in the aim and area of the map. relax a bit. You can delay your execute for one and a half second without any problems. Wait 1.5 seconds for your teammates to come up and then go in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Watch that happen.
Your duty is not over.
So you got revived. And instead of taking some cover for yourself and getting ready for this post plant, the first thing that you do is end up in an overexposed position where once again enemies can kill you from CT, tower, and aim in from behind. How is this possible? In Valorant, you should never be exposed from more. In Valorant, you should never be exposed from more than 2 angles that you actually see on your screen at that moment of time. Relax a bit. You know, take a cover into the elbow. You cannot fight with this. You cannot fight with this Omen because you don't see these deep angles, and it would be too risky to observe there in a 5v5. And also enemies are eco and halby. Like, this is a free round for us. Why do you put yourself in this spot instead of going back at the backside? You have a shorty. If enemies push you through the elbow, they're dead. You're good for at least 1 kill, if nothing else. Okay, he did take 1 kill, but you know, it would be better if you took 1 kill and maybe survived, which would be possible at the backside and elbow, for an example.
Wait. Yoru has this. Oh, can you smoke tower?
Fat cat with a head, well, man. Listen, the executes cannot really look like this. You know, if your controller already places 1 smoke, your team needs to run. So you need to tell your teammates to be a bit more prepared for these executes. If they are not ready, fuck it, then, you know, wait a bit. Chill. Here but this is also a bit of a suicide. I mean, literally... I don't know, man. It's actually good here that you went onto the tower. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you ended up on the bomb site, alone, without your teammates, God knows what would have happened here. Like, your teammates are still been chilling in the aiming area of the map. You're fighting enemies in elbows. They can push you through the smoke, peek you from the smoke rafters, like, I mean, crazy shit. In this round, this was actually a good play. Because your teammates simply cannot follow you up. If you die on the site alone, you know, we're kind of fucked up a bit. At least we can maybe pinch the enemies on the rafters, on the tower, and do something there. Relax, please. You took 2 kills. You opened the whole tower area of the map. There's only Yoru on the bomb site. Where are you going? Go back on the rafters. Kill that Yoru. Enter the site. You're 5v2 in the post plant. How can we pick this angle like this? Are you a magician? Do you know if an enemy is behind you in the city? No, you don't. So even if I wanted to pick this angle for some reason, I don't know what reason that would be, I need to pick it by dropping a smoke here and then doing this and escaping this crossfire position as soon as possible. Dash ability doesn't make you invincible. It's just a dash ability, but you know, if you don't see the enemies and they backshot you, you're still dead. And once again, like, you know, you're forcing these solo fights for no reason. You're 5v3, brother. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta look at your back. You took this space, you took a kill here. Okay, dash ability activated. Let's fuck up. that Yoru. Oh, let's maybe dash up. Let's dash up here as my teammates are taking the fight. Let's kill that guy. That's a free kill for you. Also, another reason why you need to value playing with your teammates a bit more is exactly because of this. You just never know. Like, you just never know, like, when your teammates are gonna lose a, you know, 1 versus 3 fight against the Yoru on the bomb site.
One heaven.
No charges left.
And now you need to pull this round out of your ass for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, he was side.
He's like backside.
Last player standing.
I got the spike.
Spike down A.
Okay.
One enemy
Okay.
remaining.
We know that Mix is on tower. We have a dash ability. If Mix uses the ultimate, we should check the minimap from which direction he's using the ultimate, activate a dash ability, and take a fight immediately.
Planted.
He's not gonna use the ult.
Fuck.
Shit. Okay, you know, this 1-1 play here, like, I guess it was fine. Just, you know, when you're using dash ability to engage the enemies, especially when you're 1 versus 1, you really want to engage them, like, from positions where you can actually dash away and reset yourself. Because the whole point of the dash ability is to take a short fight that is like 1 second, 1 bullet, 3 you know, 1 burst fire. So, I will go left, I take this fight with a Mix, I can still reset myself towards the site for the next fight. And then keep my location a secret, maybe try to outmaneuver him around the screens. But if I go into the elbow, the only position where I can dash in is into this motherfucking wall.
Last player standing.
But once again, like,
Nice.
there's no reason for you to be in this type of situation. You took 2 kills on tower. There's only 1 enemy on the... There's no way that there's like 5 enemies on the A site right now. You know that Yoru is alone on the site. Kill that Yoru. We're playing 5v2. Post-plant, round is over. You're pressing a W key way too much. Like, you need to think a bit more before you make a decision and make a play. Respect the numbers, respect the economy, and timings. Now, this match should have been 10-0 for you. Literally 10-0.
But not
I'm
nice
using
Nice try, Jett.
0.2. Yeah, it's fine.
The problem is that out of these 17 kills that you made, 6 kills mean absolutely nothing because you lost those rounds.
Shadows traveling.
I do need to set that up though, Shady.
Joke's over. You're dead.
I didn't mean, be mean.
This is something that you should be punishing in the B-main area of the map. Like, whenever enemies like to aggressively peek, B-main and A-main, you should just hold some kind of a tight angle or off angle and just push them back and kill them. Like, you can also pull out the operator and simply hold, you know, an angle like this or an angle like this, as tight as your reaction time allows you. Send that guy to the grave, then decide what you want to do next. And generally speaking, like, I don't know why you're fighting around the mid so much. Also, whenever you're doing some kind of a split in Valorant, most of the players need to go through the mid area of the map. Like, if you want to split B on split, it needs to be a 2-3 or a 1-4 split, where 3 or 4 players go through mid. Like, going through mid only with 2 players is hell of a time. Because someone needs to consistently cover the vents, that guy needs to stay alive, then you need to fight, you need to win the fight solo that are in front of you on the tower right here. And also, I don't want to mention that, you know, we're peeking through the smoke where, like this, without the dash ability, when the enemies can be tower, mail, behind us, everywhere.
Spike down B. Last player.
Now you know that you should not do this type of shit. Also, like, one small problem that you have in your movement is whenever you're shifting and peeking the enemies with a silent step mechanic, you always make a footstep. And then your position gets compromised. Pay attention on that, like, you know, try to practice. You can maybe try practicing, like, you know, peeking the enemies with a silent step mechanic during a deathmatch, for an example, or in unrated sweep plays, just in ranked matches as well. Just pay attention on this problem, because already, like, around 5 or 6 times, you are shifting up, you make a footstep. Now that you made a footstep, you need to run. You already made a step in an area of the map where enemies can hear you, on the tower, on the rafters, in the vents. There's no point in walking anymore, because I don't know if the enemies heard me. And if the enemies heard me, I'm fucked.
Go back.
Locating target.
She was playing class. Behind box.
Listen. If it is already the last round, use your ultimate as soon as the round starts. And this execute here with the ultimate is totally fine. Now this execute usually you want to do when the enemies are eco or hull buy on a defender's side. But you don't want to use it in the full buy rounds, because it's way too dangerous in ranked solo queue. Especially considering that you never know what type of utility you're going to have from your teammates. Usually the main 2 executes that you want to use on the B side is smoking this, dashing into this cover, checking this position with the dash, and then taking these fights here together with your teammates. Then with the second smoke, you can scale left to clear these angles, and then take this cover. Or you can just simply, you know, do this as well. Instantly take the backstep for your teammates and for yourself, and now we can pick whichever fights we want. Is there an ability from any champion league you think would be transferable to Valorant? Not really, like, I mean, it's a mobile game. You mean, like, that they copy-paste some ability? Blitzcrank hook. Imagine that in Valorant. Like, a guy pulls you... pulls you through the smoke into the side, bro. I don't know, really, like, huh. Transferable ability. We have silence. We have teleports. Heals. Yeah, probably some copy utility like Silas. You know, that's something. That's something that Valorant is definitely gonna get. An agent that copies ultimate abilities in the game. Because I really don't know. I mean, the one problem with Valorant is that they don't like to innovate things. You know, for the last like 2 or 3 years, they've only been copy pasting agents and making a mix of characters to be hybrids. And I think that Riot Games is way too scared to make something unique, like copycat abilities and some teleports through some portals through the walls and stuff like that. And I don't know why, because Valorant, you know, it doesn't have to be only, you know, one-dimensional game. Like, this game can be so much more than just a worse version of Counter-Strike. Right now we're just playing CS2 mobile, literally, in Valorant. So I don't know. I think it would be cool to see those type of abilities, like an agent that can make portals through the walls, like Doorman in Deadlock, for an example. You know, an agent like Silas that can steal the ultimate abilities, and basically, like, you can counter the enemies like that. That would be cool. I don't know. Make it 10 ultimate orbs. Listen, one thing. When you do this execute on the B side, you go up here.
Blocking sight.
You always want to check under first, and then you check the side. So the smoke should always land here, blocking the vision of the enemies on the right side, checking the backside first, and then you focus on the side. If you don't check this position, or you didn't have a utility to check this position, you need to check that angle. Can you explain why Fnatic Leo was so good? The guy is just... The guy just understands Valorant, you know, how to be hyper-efficient at Valorant. You know, like, those type of players are always the best. Players that are super efficient with their movement, mechanics, utility usage, positioning, like, you know... And he was really good at that shit. And at getting the most out of everything. And he was not one-dimensional, you know, like that's what a lot of Radiant players struggle. That's why a lot of Radiant players will never be pro players. You cannot be one-dimensional, man. Like, you cannot just be playing a game in one way and you know, just abusing one shit, etc, etc. Can you rate my agent concept? I have a Google Doc link. Send me on Discord and I'll do it. What was his best aspect? I don't really remember, to be honest. Like, that was a... Like, he didn't play the game for a long time, so I barely remember what I did yesterday. But from what I remember, I just know that he was, like, mega efficient at taking fights, timings, utility usage, playing with a team, isolating players, like, in favorable duels, like... You know, he basically became super efficient at all of the fundamentals of the game, which made him a really good player. But in my opinion, you know, I don't think he is the GOAT of Valorant. I think people are praising him way too much. There's a lot of great pro players in Valorant that are on the equal level, but he was definitely one of, you know, probably top 10 players that we had in Valorant ever.
Enemy kill. Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
Behind box.
Enemy kill.
Okay. One thing I need to ask is, like, why do we have mid smoke when no one is going mid? But we're gonna forget about it. That's something we cannot control right now. This was okay. What you did here, that kill was good. And here once again, like, you're consistently trying to pick some fights that are unimaginable to win. Like, how do you expect from yourself to peek through this smoke, being fully exposed from millions of different angles, and take a kill? Even with the dash ability. Enemies know that we're stuck in this smoke. Wait, chill a bit. You know, use your ultimate, for an example. Wait to see what's gonna happen. Let's wait to see if some enemies maybe gonna push through the smoke like an idiot. Let's wait for this smoke to go down, and maybe we can win this round with the ultimate and, you know, tap the enemies left and right. Chronicle my GOAT per ice and resume, but I'd probably take Nats if I was making a team. Chronicle is definitely there. You know, he's definitely in top 10. Chronicle, Aspas, Leo. I would even put Boaster because of his longevity and like what he did with different rosters. Nets, absolutely. That's also top 10. And of course, we cannot forget about some NA and Asia players. Like, there's a lot of... Actually, there's a lot of players that can be GOATs in Valorant, you know, like, that can be like... That's the problem with this game, you know?
Wait, he should shoot it. That was...
Okay. Okay, now we are on a defender side of Split. What do we do on defense? So basically, Split is a fast rotation map on a defender side. So, what does that mean? On the first contact between your team and enemy team, you need to make some kind of a move. Either play with them, support them, take more space, do something. Move yourself. Don't anchor positions, don't anchor the bomb sites unless enemies like to fake a lot, lurk a lot, or something like that. Now, defending bomb sites is never your highest priority on this map, and you should never be dying alone trying to defend the bomb sites unless you have some crazy strategy or insane timing. You just want to abuse your utility, such as dash ability, to get a kill, abuse as many off angles and common angles as possible, and just get the fuck away if there's no teammates to fight with you. From the first full buy round, where both you and the enemies are full buy, you should play semi-aggressively. You should be gathering the info in B main, mid, and A main area of the map, either by dead zoning the enemies, jump spotting them, crouch peeking them with the snipers. It's up to you. Now, first round, you always play on A site because it's your default site and number one priority. And the second round, you always play on the B tower. You play on A site in the first round because it's much harder to be retake than B. And you play on B site in a second round because, statistically speaking, in ranked solo queue, 80% of times, when enemies are eco hull by bonus, first contact between your team and enemy team is gonna happen here. And you wanna be always at the first contact, especially when you're playing Jett. Now, you always value the B tower and A tower control over the bomb sites. If enemies are splitting the map, fighting your teammates here or here, help them out. You are playing Jett, you can updraft, go up, defend this area of the map. In solo queue, when you lose this and this area of the map, round is practically over. Your teammates can make enormous amount of mistakes that you won't be able to compensate, and only God knows if your teammates are going to be aware of all of the timings and bullshit like that. Now, in the first round with Jett, you have a lot of different options. Option number one, you can play Ghost Shorty strategy. Basically, start the round with a Ghost on the ground, with a Shorty on the ground, and just before the round even starts, tell your controller to prepare this smoke right here. Hold this angle, go for one tap, or destroy the enemy's recon abilities, pick up the Shorty, enemies are moving in, pick a good timing to move into the smoke, fuck up one enemy, get back into the site, and, you know, you're good for one kill minimum. Maybe even two, especially if you're playing in low elo and medium elo lobbies. Option number two, classic light shield smokes. Option number three, which is far better, bandit and a smoke. Simply you can start on this angle, try to go for one tap, bob up, go into this position, try to get one more kill. Then with the dash ability, we can try to get another kill and then get out of the site, wait for your teammates to rotate, or if your teammates are on the site already and they want to fight with you, fight with them. If enemies are going B or mid, rotate immediately.
If you can, yeah.
This option doesn't exist. Like classic pistol, Shorty with two smokes doesn't exist. If you want to play with a classic pistol, then you're playing classic, Shorty, and a light shield without utility. Done. Anyways, the main power of Jett is her dash ability. Everything else is whatever. And you're always starting the round by baiting the enemies, making them think that you only have a classic pistol, and destroying the enemy's recon utilities such as Sky Dog. And then you pick up the Shorty, and then you fuck up the enemies that are going through smoke on timing. Now, when it comes to the team compositions, like in this match, we can maybe try to lurk and flank sometimes in some of the rounds, because they only have Vice as a sentinel. We really need to be careful when it comes to enemy flashes. Like, they have 7 flashes in the team. Take cover for your eyes. You cannot play some one and done angles, some overexposed positions. You will be blind.
Good half, yeah, it's good half. Steps A, steps A.
What are we doing? You need to tell your controller, if you're playing this strategy, to prepare the smoke in the A main right here, as soon as the round starts. And tell him to drop it if you tell him to drop it after the round starts. What is this, bro? I don't know from who you saw this strategy. Definitely not me. But this is not how you play it.
Okay, I peeked way too early, bro. Do this then.
Listen, in the first 4 rounds, you can't be making these type of mistakes in ranked solo queue. Why? Because Valorant players are mentally dented. They have mental problems. All of the Riot Games players are mentally disabled. You lose the first 3 or 4 rounds, the match might be over. Your teammates are just gonna surrender. The match might be over mentally already. So you really need to play the first 4 rounds with 300% focus, and you need to dial down all of the strategies that we use in the first 4 rounds. It is simple. None of the strategies are too complicated. 0 IQ player, Iron player can repeat them. Now, second round, you always play on the B tower. If you lost the first round, just get a shorty and a smoke, put a shorty down here, start with a classic pistol. Bait out the enemy's utility on this angle, destroy the sky dog, pick up the shorty, and then when enemies are close to this choke point, pop out, get a kill, reset yourself. If enemies are going A, because you're playing Jett, dive agent, stay with the shorty, rotate, and, you know, you can find some very, very easy kills around the elbow, usually. Like, you know, a lot of the players like to play there, and you can just literally, you know, smoke this and pop onto them.
A part of me wants to take that short.
Remember, chat, statistics don't lie. Like, whenever you're playing some kind of a game, one thing that none of the players think about are repeatable patterns and players' mentality in that specific game. Like, in every video game that you play, these are the first 2 things that you need to notice if you want to be a better player and if you want to rank up to the second or the first or the highest rank as soon as possible. Like in Valorant, you know, all of the rules that I'm feeding you with and all of the patterns that I'm feeding you with is something that works minimum 60 to 80% of time, which is always better than a 50-50 gamble. So if I tell you to play the B tower in the second round of split, you play B tower in the second round on split.
What do you go backside on air? Oh, let's go. Yoru will have a flash TP backside. Watch out mid. They're still in garage here. Yoru fake TP.
This rotation was totally fine. You know, like, especially in the first 4 rounds, you need to rotate on the first contact between your team and the enemy team, because we don't really have the info how the enemies like to play and what they like to do. So, yeah, like, this is fine. This is okay.
There's still 1 person, I think. There's 2 actually.
Did they break the eye?
This rotation back, I don't really know, like, about this thing, you know? Like, I mean, what made you believe that the enemies are gonna go back right now? If you all, so, in these type of situations, listen up here. So, enemies try to push B side. Your team or you stop their push. The first thing that you should focus next is the closest area of the map that enemies can hit at that moment of time. So if you stop the enemy's push here, you should instantly go onto the B tower and expect that enemies are probably gonna do something on mid or pull a rotation through here. And you should have stayed on the B tower with your Omen. If enemies are going A, okay, we're still playing a 5v4, 4v4 retake in an eco round. It doesn't matter that much. Like, the whole point of this round is just to damage enemy's economy, as much as we can. And that's it.
One stolen garage. A whole mid top. Yours.
Please, we're playing Valorant in 2026. If we're going down the ropes, always shift and do a silent drop. So, shift, at the end of the ropes, attach yourself, and you don't make a sound. I made a sound because I'm an idiot, but you get the point. And you always want to get down through this rope so that this guy right here doesn't see you first. Then you come up here, clear this angle, and then you go up.
One is mid.
Mid.
I'll peek off you, bro. I should have got this shorty.
Listen, only because this is an eco round, and whether or not you die really doesn't matter that much. And in eco rounds, you should be playing a bit more like an angry gorilla, you know, like full-on kamikaze mode. I guess it's okay, but a much better way to kill this mix would have been dropping a smoke and running the mix down and then dashing back into the smoke. Like, how can you peek this angle when you have absolutely no idea if any enemies are holding you from this position? You can't. So, drop a smoke, run this mix down, dash away. If you get a kill, you get a kill. If you die, you tried your best to stay safe. And that's it. Where do you pull these stats from? Those are my personal stats based on the 10,000 games that I played and around 12,000 VOD reviews that I did since 2020. And I do that for every single game that I play. I'm a stats guy, bro. Like, I don't know. That's how I play every video game. Yes, maybe it's not fun, you know, but I have fun. I have fun winning, you know? So, right now I'm playing Deadlock for an example. I already have like 100 pages of documents for that game. How I want to coach players and how I also think the game should be played on a macro and micro level. For someone that's not fun, but I don't know, like I just love winning and getting the highest rank as soon as possible. So I'm not wasting my time. Now, can you teach the silent drop tech better? But there's nothing. You're just holding the shift and pressing the E button as you go down. And then you shift all the way down with the W key. It's not that hard. What's the problem? Shift. Like, the only thing that you need to learn is like how far you can go before you make a sound. Give us a sneak peek onto those Deadlock spreadsheets. I cannot do that because that's gonna be part of my coaching, which is obviously gonna be paid in a year from now, probably. No, don't worry, I'm gonna be doing free coaching for Deadlock like for the first 3 months minimum. But for Valorant, I'm probably gonna release everything if I ever, as soon as I stop coaching in Valorant. Every single document, everything I'm gonna give for free, but that's probably gonna be in around 4 to 5 years from now. But I'm gonna give it, I promised like long time ago. It also might be helpful because that content is all you need to, everything that you need to reach minimum immortal in Valorant. So imagine a new player getting into Valorant with all of that shit. Like, literally, the game is already solved for you.
Oh, thank you.
I totally forgot that a mixed heal is actually healing you as well. Good kill though. But you see what I'm talking about. So, enemies went for a B push. We stopped their push completely. What did they do next? Immediately focus on the mid. That's what players do in ranked solo queue, especially on a map such as Split. You know, you stop the enemy's push on A, they're probably gonna hit mid next. You know, very rarely enemies, 5 enemies are gonna do this and go B. Or at least there's gonna be 1 or 2 enemies in the mid area of the map. So when you rotated here in the city, you should have immediately went onto the tower to support your Omen and just stay there until the next piece of information gets presented to us. You always play Valorant based on some info. Fuck the feelings, especially if you're not Radiant. Fuck everything. Look at the minimap. Follow the rules that I was teaching you. Brother, I taught you like a lot of rules that you should be following. So, yeah.
What is this Minx doing? TP, both on A.
We don't know if they're both on A. We know only that Phoenix is on A. How do you know that they're both A?
Where is this guy?
And to be honest, like, we should kill this Phoenix before the Yoru connects with him. Like, whenever one enemy is fully separated from the other guy, try to run down that Phoenix ASAP. Here we should be running with our Omen and our Fade, trying to delete this Phoenix before Yoru even comes close to him. Yes, what Yoru probably did is Yoru probably put a teleport right here. So probably Yoru is already close to the aiming area of the map. So, what is that?
Doing.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh, he was actually really fast. What the fuck? We walked, to be honest.
On site, pushing up.
Good refree though. You know, when you die like this in Valorant, when you die like this in Valorant, you should never be sad or be like, I could have done something. Fuck it. You played on a refree potential, you got traded. It's fine. Yeah, we could have maybe killed this Yoru, maybe, but it's okay. It's fine. You did your best.
I play Alo.
Now, enemies are playing an eco half-buy bonus round. You play on the B tower. Whenever enemies are eco half-buy bonus, you need to start around the mid. If you don't know if enemies are gonna go A, mid, or B, just start in the vents as a last resort. Enemies with a Jett, because you have a dash ability. Even if the enemies keep you in the vents, you can peek out, dash towards the tower, and still support your teammates on the tower. Also, in this round, buying the Outlaw, it's okay, but one thing that you really want to do on split with Jett, you really want to get the operator as soon as possible. Like, basically picking enemies in A main, B main, mid with the op with the Jett, like with Chamber, it's mega annoying for the enemy team. Like, you put enormous amount of pressure onto them, and getting those kills, especially in Diamond and Ascendant, is piece of cake, where players have no idea how to properly path, how to properly use their utility. Their awareness is still like pretty low. So yeah. So what I'm trying to say that in this round, maybe a bit better option was if you bought a Stinger with a heavy shield and utility. You win this round with a Stinger, then next round we play a bonus round with a Stinger, and in the fourth round you have the operator.
Leave it, don't smoke it, yeah.
Never start this passively on the A side. Like 90% of your early angles that you should be holding on A side should be here. This is your last position that you play. The elbow. Start, I don't know, like, start by holding this angle. Start by holding this angle. Wait for the enemies to peek. With the dash ability, kill them. I don't know. Start by holding this angle. Then dash ability, go left. Start by holding this angle. Drop down, dash ability, go left. Start on the rafters. If you have one teammate on the tower, you don't know if enemies are gonna go through Amen or ramp. Okay, let's try to kill one guy here and instantly support our Teho on the ramp and play with him from the ramp with the dash ability. And all of the other angles, you know, up here, here, around the screens, this angle here, picking the enemies from the elbow, all of that is secondary. And you're using them to escape and just reset yourself. So what you're doing in this way, you're losing an opportunity to abuse 3, 4, 5 shots before you need to leave the site.
Yeah, just leave it for main.
There are people on B.
Follow the rules. I didn't pull them out of my ass. You know, they're actually meaningful. So you should have started on B tower.
I don't have enough to buy a full shield, so I'm gonna buy an outlaw. What if his motor got done?
Listen. When you have 3 players alive during the retakes, 2 players play together, 1 player needs to play alone. We cannot do this retake on the A side without the CT control. I know you only have the outlaw, but if you're Sage and Teho wanna go from tower, you need to go through the CT area of the map. It is what it is. Because if you go only through tower, we're in a huge crossfire. Enemies can also wrap you through the CT. We need to fully eliminate this area of the map. Also through the CT, I mean, it's easy to fight with the outlaw. You know, it's very easy to clear these angles and to fight through this position. Like, a lot of people like to hold that shit. You can kill this guy, kill this guy. Enormous amount of players like to play here and here. Easy peeks, easy kills, you know, especially with the dash ability. You should be good for 1 at
Wait out
least.
the smoke here. One up
This is horrendous. Horrible.
for now, but
One is still left.
Now listen, during the retakes, you never want to have snipers. As soon as you kill an enemy, or one of your team has died, and you can actually, like, pick up the gun from that teammate or enemy. Pick it up. Instantly. You don't want to rely on 1 or 2 shots to get the kills. You want to rely on 25, 30 shots to refrag your teammates and deal damage. This is crazy, man. Crazy. Actually, a really good flick on this guy, I'm not gonna lie. Good pull out of the shorty. Usually I don't see from the diamond players that I coach. Very nice, very good.
Enemy remaining.
And now, ask yourself. I didn't see the Vise in the beam-in. I didn't see the Vise on the site. So this Vise is probably in the CT or tower. And instead of reloading a shorty, right now you should be reloading the outlaw.
tower, heaven.
And killing that motherfucker. A bit of a risky retake with the outlaw. Like, you never want to do this with the snipers. You know, I don't know, like, Yoru had a guardian, I think, on the tower. Phoenix had a stinger. All of this would have been 10 times easier with those guns. And 10 times more consistent. Like, that shot on the sky was just crazy.
Just spamming everything!
Okay. So 2 times in a row, we fucked up the enemies on the B side. We applied the rule of 3 executes. Meaning that in this round, enemies are probably gonna go on A side. Now, listen. Usually a rule of thumb is that if you don't know if enemies are only gonna go through A main area of the map, or maybe they're gonna split the tower, and you already have a teammate starting on tower, it's better if you just fight with him. If you just get 1 or 2 picks, and we make a 5v4, 5v3 numbers advantage, round is over on split. Playing post plans on split with a numbers disadvantage is hell of a time. Once again, you're starting on the most common and the most boring angle. This should never be your starting position. Ever. You wanna play with shotguns on the site. And I don't know, kill the enemy neon on the site with a judge. You still start here, for an example. You know, buy a judge and a bandit. With a bandit, try to go for 1 tap here. Try to destroy the enemy's sky dog. And now, once you baited the enemies, you pull out the big guns and you fuck them up.
Switch. Yuri TP. I think that round was good. I was like, yeah, get Ika, doing good. And yeah, we're playing well. Smoke's down on it. Yuri TP town.
Imagine if you play the ramp. Wouldn't it be really good? Like, generally speaking, ranked solo queue, when you're playing below Immortal 1, whenever you have one teammate on the ramp that wanna fight aggressively for the ramp, play with him. It's just better. We keep the ramp control, we get a few picks in the aim and area of the map. Round is over. Let them have the site. Who the fuck cares about the site anyways? Now you are in the problem. Because if the Fade dies as well, this round is over.
Yuri's up in heaven.
Who's next?
Listen, we talked about this. So, how you position heavily depends on the enemy's team composition. Like, you cannot be playing these one and done angles if enemies have like 7 flashes in a team. It's just impossible. Like, right now, if you already wanted to do something, updraft on the tower and fight with your Fade. We already stopped the enemies in their stroke point. Let them have the aim and area of the map. And then together with the Fade, we can keep the A tower control, which is very important. We can take the ramp, take the main, and now the only positions where the enemies can play is on the bomb site. Considering that our Omen is gonna clear the screens. Hopefully. You know, thankfully in this match, enemies are absolute doodoo, Diddy Mega doodoo, and they are not really that good. Like, I don't know what that mix is doing, you know? But this is just mega risky. Even with the dash ability, it's just a waste of a dash ability to get in a position like this.
Spike down A.
Yuri tower.
There's another
In spawn. Yuri spawn.
I'm in 70 on base.
One enemy remaining.
Vice is tower.
Yeah, she's on run.
Coach, I'm kinda heartbroken. Is it time to lock in and go pro? Who hurts you, man? Like, relax. There's plenty of fish in the sea. when people told me that quote when I was young, bro, I wanted to unalive them, literally, like.
Fair a few. Some I haven't.
Bring them down.
Okay.
Outrun.
Up.
Okay. We fucked up the enemies on A side now. Now we think enemies are gonna go B. Because enemies are subjected to rule of fear, rule of 3 executes, and AB rule as well. So they're following all 3 of these basic rules. As long as they're following them, we position in that way. So what you should be doing right now, instead of starting in vents, is peeking aggressively the beam and area of the map and getting the info there. Because once you get that info, you just know that, you know, enemies are probably gonna go through mid, and you can just instantly rotate onto the B tower. So, going for a fast dead zone, pre-firing this position, or this position. If you don't see any enemies, okay, no one is there, let's rotate onto tower, and let's help our teammates on tower and mid immediately. Anyways, you know, it's almost always better if you're fighting for mid from the tower, because once the enemies wall you off here, put a stun, smoke, you're kind of useless a lot of the times.
Oh, wait, oof. Don't fly, don't like a goof. I would say.
Oh,
1v mid. Can you smoke?
listen, whenever the sage wall is right here, you need to go through the stairs by looking at this angle. Actually, don't even look at it. Just hug this part of the wall. And then, check this position. A lot of the players like to get here and stare at the wall like this. It's a headshot angle that works in your favor. And that's good for you. Hug the wall. Peek the enemies. Get them out of the server. And that's it. And if no one is there, just continue rotating towards your teammates on B side.
Spike down.
We have spike.
One enemy remaining.
Last one was one was A. One was A. One was A. Last was A.
Okay, brother, just in this 4v1, like, play with a teammate that has the highest chance of dying at that moment of time, and just close out this round in the most painless way possible. In the perfect scenario, no one should die right now. There's no reason to lose the guns, to lose economy, lose the money. Well, what the fuck is this, bro? Like here, just hold the push through the vents. You're holding the push through the vents. Your Fade is on a lurk flank. Sage holds CT, and Omen is holding the spike.
I'm holding Vency.
Here, your Fade dies. Mission abortimus. Stay on the tower. Stay on the tower. Just hold this angle. Try to get a kill with one burst fire. Instantly reposition onto the god off angle. Or fight together with your Sage and Omen. Why the fuck did you pick this solo fight? For what?
Oh, waterfall.
Brother, you practice your mechanics in Deathmatch, Aimlabs, Kovacs, Unrated, Swift Play, not in Ranked. Fuck this fight, bro. We need to win this match.
See?
Okay. Now, pulling out the operator here is fine. But the problem is, like, when you're playing Jett, you really want to build up your ultimate at least 2 times during a half. Like, that's like a bare minimum. So right now, instead of pulling out the operator, you should get a heavy shield, get some secondary weapon, Stinger, Bucky, Shorty, Bandit, whatever you prefer, on that specific map, and use the ultimate as a main weapon. We save our economy for the next 2 rounds, and in the next round you can buy the operator. And you're building another ultimate for the rest of this half. Can you explain rule of 3 for the millionth time? Here you go. Listen. Rule of 3 executes. AB rule of fear. That's it. All three top 3 most important rules when you're positioning on a defender side in ranked solo queue. Of course, you position also based on the map that you're playing, based on economy, based on enemy ultimate status, and based on usual tendencies that enemies have during that specific match.
Are they asleep?
Sage, can you wait until I take the fish shot and then we'll...
Yeah, no, of course I'll wait.
Thank you, thank you. It's straight after the shot. Yuri TP'd up heaven.
Oh, by the way, I spaced out a bit. So, in the last round, enemies went B. We obliterated the enemies on the B side. Why the fuck are you playing in the vents? Enemies are following AB rule of fear, rule of 3 executes. This round, you play with a Tejo on the ramp. Or, since you bought the operator, we're going for the aggressive crouch peek in the A main, doing this without the dash ability. So the round starts. You get onto this angle, try to get one more kill, then with the dash ability, we can get one more kill. Then, when the smokes go down, if the enemies are going tower, we can smoke this, updraft, and position towards the Tejo to support the Tejo. What the fuck are you in the vents in this round?
It was just one, eh? They're on the up, eh?
One's
This angle is crazy to play when you have the operator and a classic pistol. If you had a shorty here, it's okay. It's fine. But with a classic, good luck.
walling.
Breaking wall.
One's
Breaking the
hiding
wall.
by wall. Another one.
Spike down mid.
Huh? Bro, you just made a 3v3. Spike is dropped on mid. Enemy Yoru is somewhere behind you. You have absolutely no idea what's happening behind this smoke and how many enemies are on mid. Where are you going? Like, you're behaving towards this dash ability like it makes you invincible, bro. Relax. It's just the ability to take a safe fight, to potentially get a kill, and to take some space. You're not invulnerable, bro. After these kills, like, you should still stay with the operator because you're playing 3v3. You know, there's no reason to pick up, you know, we're not playing any retake or something like that. Just hold this part of the map with the op, play with the Omen, play with the Vise, close out this round. Omen and Fade, sorry. I don't know why you're trying to, like, why are you trying to take so many kills and like, what's the problem, bro? The main issue for you is, like, you're always putting yourself in some unfavorable fights that not even God can win. Relax. The easier you win these matches is better for you. You know, anyways, Valorant is a very mentally hard game. You'll have plenty of time to lose your mentality and to play hard matches.
Can you smoke mid top, but just watch out Fancy?
I've got no more smoke. No.
And also, this positioning is also crazy. Like, when the spike is down.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Zeno, thank you for the prime sub, man, and enjoy the playbook. So, when the spike is down somewhere, you need to figure out how can you play in that specific area of the map in a way where we are not overexposed from way too many angles and where you can still play a perfect replay game with your teammates. So, if my Omen is watching CT, my Fade is in the mailroom, I play on the B tower watching the ropes. I can fight with Omen fast, I can fight with Fade fast. We can always fight together. And we minimize the amount of opportunities that enemies have to fuck us up from behind or on some kind of a timing. Here, you can die from the right side. You can die from the left side. You can die from vents. Fate can die from a guy using the ropes and killing her from behind. I have no fucking idea where are the enemies right now. We know that Yoru is somewhere, maybe vents or CT, you know, behind us. I have no idea where is the Sky and Vise. Is it true that different regions play differently? In pro play, yes, like, they have a distinctive playstyle. But in ranked, it's all the same shit, you know? Literally, just some regions are worse than others in terms of a skill level.
Yoru was up in main.
Just look how you're positioning yourself right now. Fade is fighting a solo fight. Omen is fighting a solo fight. You're fighting a solo fight in a crossfire segment where you can die based on luck and timing.
I'm holding spawn here. I'm going back mid top.
Thanks God.
Bring them down.
One enemy remaining.
Watch out in main.
Why do you need to hold this angle? Like what's wrong with you, man? Relax a bit. Think about the angles, think about the timings, and always think about isolating angles in the best possible way. Here, we are in a 3v1 now. I don't give a shit about Omen anymore. Fuck the Omen. All I have to do is play with my Sky, with my Fade, holding the middle area of the map from here. Even if an enemy uses the ropes, okay, I can still kill him. I still have him. I have him in my line of sight. which regions are the worst? In terms of mentality and how fragile the players are, Asia and EU is the worst. By far. By far. In terms of the skill, I would also say that Asia and EU are slightly better than other regions. NA is also there. In terms of mentality, NA is definitely the best. And every other region is like, whatever. You know, like, Australia is fucked because they have only one server. And literally, like, you know, they also play with God knows which players. Brazil is like, whatever. You know, being Radiant in Brazil is like being Immortal 1 in Europe, and to be honest. I mean, the whole Latin America, like, is just whatever. China, I have no idea. I never coached a single Chinese player, so I don't know. I cannot tell. And yeah, that's like the general...
Ping something.
Seconds left. Marked one.
Take the free kill.
Yeah.
If you want, Teo, I'll play further back here.
By mentality, I mean that players are mentally dented. You in Europe and Asia, you can be winning 7-3, and your teammates can throw the whole match only because of one round, and want to surrender until the end of the fucking match. That is something that is unexplainable to me. Like, you play Valorant to be Radiant, every single player in this game, like, that is at least Ascendant, Immortal, or close to Radiant, wants to be Radiant, wants to go pro. Like 95% of players, 99% of players. They have a free match, and they don't want to win it because of one round, or one misplay. You need to be checked. Like, you need to be put into some kind of an institution. Mental institution. Like, I can understand that type of shit. Like, you're willing to waste 40 minutes of your life not trying to win a game. What? Okay, now. We just fucked up the enemy's push through mid and on A. Let me see the enemy economy. Okay, they have a full buy. In this round, it's a bit of a gamble. Because when one player leaves a match, you need... anything can happen. You know? Like, right now, only God knows what enemies are gonna do. They might default a bit. Because, you know, they have one man down. They might wait for the Sky to come back from the dead. And we should be expecting that enemies are gonna go both A, mid, and B. You know. So in this round, you can start on ramp with a Teho and defend A site. Or you can also start in vents, so you can play fast rotations between A site and B site. It's a pure gamble in this round. And usually when you need to gamble on split, like, you either start in vents, or you start on the A ramp and do fast rotations then.
You can play off anti-flash. They've
Oh,
got boys.
what anti-flash, bro? You have a teleport, brother. You have a dash ability. Like, just peek something. Like, you know, you hear the enemies here, take a kill, dash away. I don't know, like, hold this off angle while the Tejo is playing the anti-flash behind you here. Get a kill, activate a dash ability. I don't know, try to get another one. You need to play more semi-aggressively, like, okay. You know, enemies are 4 versus 5 right now, so you don't need to get a kill, but still, why are we giving so much space to the enemies? With the operator? Why are you giving the whole aim and space and the ramp for free? Like, when you play on a defender side, the whole point of a defender side for you is to abuse as many safe angles and off angles as possible, and your abilities to potentially get a kill, before the enemies push you back from that position and force you back, and you need to play with your teammates. Like, This should be your like last position on the A tower.
So
Look at this.
I'm gonna play my nose on shields.
Who is even going for a peek?
B main.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Whenever you're holding long range angles and tight angles with operator, always double zoom. It's easier to micro correct. It's easier to react on the pixels. It's easier to spot and see the enemies. That's why you have the zoom on the operator.
Adapt or die!
And on an angle like this, there's absolutely no reason for you to activate a dash ability. Like, an angle like this, you always hold as tight as your reaction time allows you. So my reaction time allows me to hit this shot if enemies are just running from left to right. I go for a shot. Now I activate a dash ability to go for a second peek and to potentially get a second frag. Now you're not peeking. Relax. You missed a shot. You don't have a dash ability. Your teammates are not playing with you. Reset yourself. Play with a Sage. Play with the Omen. Wait for the Fade to rotate. We can take the ramp. Revive the Tejo with the Sage ultimate. Use the Fade ultimate to win this round. Round is over.
Yep.
Why are you waiting for Yoru to flash you, swing you, and delete you? You're still fighting against 3 enemies that have 5 flashes combined.
Very TP'd back main. Good screen. I'm still holding heaven here.
Spike planted.
That's something I didn't understand. How do you know that Yoru teleported? Like now Yoru makes the same sound when he uses a fake teleport and the real teleport. You don't know that. Keep that in mind. I don't know, where did you pull this information from? Once again, why are you fighting on a one and done angle? If you already want to kill this Yoru, pull out the ultimate, be done with it. You can also just keep holding the tower while your teammates are clearing the site. They're still fighting 3v3, which is okay, you know. We can maybe trust them a bit, like our teammates are not really the worst. Like actually they won some rounds for us. We can just keep holding tower or jump spotting it, so we're not giving the info to enemies, you know, we're not giving space to the enemies for free, so they can play the postman from the tower and fuck us up here. But you don't need to fight this aggressively. Yet.
I should have killed him.
Blocking sight.
You cannot do this, man. Like, you cannot do this. If there is one enemy on the ramp close to you, you need to finish fight with that enemy. If you don't know if that enemy actually teleported and what he did. Like, you didn't really know if this Yoru teleported on site. You know nothing. You needed to kept holding the tower until we get some more information. Anyways, we have 3 teammates scaling through the screens. Let's wait for them to take the elbow control, to see who is playing at the backside, and then we make some kind of a move. No one is forcing you here to do anything. You're not in a numbers disadvantage. You're not in any disadvantage. We have 35 seconds to defuse this spike. Take your time.
Oh.
Spike side.
What is this jungle?
Dude, this is crazy, man. It's not techno, brother. Not like we didn't speak about this before. You cannot play this passively on split. This cannot be your starting position. This can be your secondary position, but not a starting one.
Jungle music. Ah.
And also, who are you hiding from? Yoru ultimate?
They're shooting A.
On split, like, especially when you're playing Jett, you need to learn how to go for a dead zone peak in aim and area of the map and beam and area of the map. And you need to have the confidence to do it. Like, you will die only when the enemies have the op. But if the enemies have the op on the attack, you're not going for a peak. If you do a proper peak, a short peak, small peak, just for the info, and to potentially get a kill here, you're not gonna die. Ever.
Taken.
What now? So listen. Listen to this. Now you leave the site. Fuck it. You're playing 5v4. We have Tejo ultimate and Sage ultimate. You don't need to be a hero in every round. Like that's something that a lot of the players struggle with in Valorant. Like not in you don't need to, sometimes you don't even need to take the kills to win the round. You just need to close it out properly. Here you're 5v4 with 2 big ultimates. Okay, you fucked up early positioning. You didn't get a kill with this type of strategy. Updraft dash onto the rafters, keep the tower control with the Tejo, and play the retake of the ace side. You're trying to do way too many things. Like, no one is paying you for this shit.
Come in.
Now, 2 rounds in a row, enemies went A. We use the rule of 3 executes, which means that in the next round, enemies are probably gonna go B. And that happens above 80% of time in ranked solo queue. So in this round, you're starting by peeking B main area of the map aggressively with your ultimate and potentially getting 1 pick.
Safe.
Watch out mid. Watch out mid.
I think this makes 5.
Like, your starting positions on the split are horrible. Like, which angles you hold, like, how you position yourself. Just take a look at the playbook on my Discord server and try to copy-paste that type of positioning. You'll find 10 times more success than what you're doing right now.
They're gonna be playing quick. They only have 4 people.
we didn't make... I thought he's gonna go for the jump here. I would have unalived myself instantly.
It might be a bait, honestly.
Okay. 1 ramen.
The absolutely, like, probably... This is probably the top 3 worst fights that you can take on split on a defender's side. Maybe even rank 1. Maybe even rank 1. Brother, like when the wall is there, enemies only need to hold 1 angle as they're taking mid control. If you have no fucking idea how many enemies are on mid and what are they doing, like, how the fuck do you expect from yourself to fight the enemies here? Like, you're relying so much on luck that enemies are bad, reaction time, flicking, and precision. Are you crazy? No one is forcing you to do this. It's okay. You can maybe jump spot right here and get the info like that. Maybe from top of the wall, you can jump spot as well, get the info on mid, then activate the dash ability, updraft, try to kill 1 guy and dash away. But peeking the enemies from this stupid fucking Sage wall. But you are countering that on the attacker's side. When the enemies have Sage, like, you can just literally go down here with a Judge or Bucky, wait for someone to peek. 90% of times, 1 idiot is gonna peek this. You take a free pick, free kill, free gun, open this area of the map. Why are you dying from the stuff that you should be countering?
Watch out A. Watch.
Listen, No, no, no. let's disregard the fact of which map you're playing. How many times your Tejo died alone? 3, 4, 5 already. So you're willing to lose your Tejo for more than 5 times, and you're still not playing with him. But if you already see that one of your teammates is hyper aggressive, he's always dying somewhere, go and help him out. Help this Tejo out. Save his life, refrag him for 1 kill, and then play whatever you want to play.
Shadow, they're pushing. I got you, bro.
Thanks God that Tejo somehow got a kill there, but in every other round, he died first.
Got you, I got you. Watch Shadow, another one in main.
How you're positioning on the site completely depends on what your teammates also want to do. If your teammates want to play aggressively, fuck it. Play aggro with them and pick the angles with them, take the fights with them, and that's it. Better than, you know, losing one piece on the chessboard for nothing.
It's okay. Watch out, watch out. They're pushing. I got you, bro.
Listen, with a Jett, unless you want to play on some kind of an off angle, unless you know for a fact that you're going to be fighting the enemies, don't activate your dash ability. Don't. So what you do in a situation like this with Jett, Frost, let's play 1 game of Deadlock, man. I didn't play for 6 days, bro. With a Jett, usually you want to hold some safe angle or off angle, try to potentially get a pick, get a kill with 1 tap or 1 burst fire, reset yourself, and then when we are certain that we're going to take a fight, then you activate the dash ability to delete 1 mother cooker.
Got you, I got you.
Much better than using your dash ability based on no info.
Watch out,
I don't know,
another
Blueberry,
one in
no
main.
problem, man, no problem.
It's okay. Watch out, mid. Omen, can you care heaven? They might go back B here.
It's walls for now.
Drone going out.
One up heaven. I'll play off you too.
This is a very interesting situation that I kind of covered at the start of this VOD review on a defender side. So you have 1 teammate on tower, 1 teammate on A side. Who do you support? Your teammate on tower. Like, as soon as you kill this Yoru, you should have turned your attention towards the tower. Because anyways, like, you know, majority of the players in ranked solo queue, you stop their push here. Their next focus is going to be trying to get a kills on the ramp and tower. As soon as you kill the Yoru, with a smoke, with a dash ability, you can maybe peek aim in, and you should be rotating towards the tower to support the fade. As long as we keep the tower control, we win this
You can
round.
swing me.
Grenade is live.
We're gonna speak about your mechanics later.
40 in line. In the smoke.
I don't know if
Your duty is not over. 30 seconds left.
I don't know if it's both on site there.
Yeah,
Spike
no, awful.
planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Alba.
Adapt.
What? We lost this round.
Or die. Last play.
Why are you even pushing this Vice?
Alba.
Adapt or die.
Brother, Spike is planted, but Vice is the one under the pressure. You are 2 versus 1. If you just tap this spike or half defuse it, Vice needs to push you. So here, when you saw that Vice is around this smoke, go back on the spike, half defuse it, pull out the shorty, fuck her up. And you cannot enter the smokes with the shotguns like this. By fully running into an enemy, giving him the sound that you're coming in. Of course that he's gonna be ready for you. Of course you're gonna die. Like here. We still have plenty of time to win this round. We have like 30 seconds, 35 seconds to defuse this spike. Walk towards the smoke and then, bam. Sideways. Jump into it. And fuck up the Vice. All you have to do is just tap the spike, keep your location a secret, clear the elbow with a shorty, clear the smoke. If Vice is not in the smoke, half defuse the spike, and then pull out the shorty again and be ready for a fight. So, definition of your gameplay is you're trying to fight way too hard and not smart whatsoever.
But we'll just give it a second, okay?
Once again, like your Tejo wanna fight, like, I mean, listen, as long as you have Tejo that is dying at the start of every round and that is fighting this aggressively, support him. Anyways, in this match right here, I already told you, because enemies are one player down, it is a bit unlikely that they're gonna be going for 4-man executes. You know, they're probably gonna spread across the map, try to search for the picks, and try to punish whoever is the most punishable in your team. So far, your Tejo died 6 times first on a defender side of this map.
Away.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Dash ability and we run him down.
Listen to this.
Dash ability and we fight. Dash ability and we fight. You know where are the enemies, bro? Now is the time to use a dash ability and take a fight. Enemies have 5 flashes. You cannot be waiting for them to come to the choke point and just... Bro, you won't see shit. Okay, maybe if we get a bit lucky with the timing there, we will. But you don't want to really rely on luck.
One was heaven with the Phoenix. One pushed up the screens.
You need to focus a bit more on what your most aggressive teammates are doing. Like, and where your teammates are dying on the defender side. Like, we cannot be losing the Tejo for 6 rounds in a row. If enemies are already, almost every round have someone in A-main, punishing that Tejo. Let's kill that guy in the A-main, let's take the full A-main control, and then we can easily rotate mid, rotate B, and play on the rest of the map.
One enemy remaining.
Now we just connect with the Omen. That was
One enemy remaining.
interesting. I mean, I guess the idea was okay. I mean, I understand what you wanted to do, like, so... I guess it's fine. Your Tejo is gonna die first again. Maybe, I don't know, but... I wouldn't risk it. Oh, he's using drone now.
One mid, breaking the mid door.
You know, even if you started on tower with your Tejo, right now you can already be in the vents. What's the problem? And you can do the same shit you're doing right now, like playing behind this cover and trying to pick the enemies on the timing. What's the difference? Difference is that your Tejo is not gonna die alone.
I'll double up with you, Omen, in mid. We'll hold across here. They're open ramen, at least 2.
Also, when you're playing in the vents against the Yoru, please expect some kind of a flash teleport. A lot of the Euro players like to put a TP there, then flash and delete you. So be ready for that. If the enemies, you know, if you already have the info in this part of the map right here, it's a bit better if you come a bit closer so you can actually see the Yoru teleport if he sends it towards that position.
First flashed B main. They might have faked it. I'm still holding off you, Omen.
Mix is here as well.
We can play retake it.
No, we need to rotate. I mean, like, they put the smokes for the B. We need to help our Sage and Fade.
They smoked up B. They're already on site.
But how should we clear this mid area of the map? Jump spot it.
One.
Don't peek it.
Okay, close.
Spike planted.
Yuri TP back.
How do you know that no one is mid still? Listen. So, first of all, I want to go through here towards my Omen. Jump spot this shit. Now, clear this position, check this position. While you're going through this area of the map, put your crosshair for your anal cavity. You're not ready to go out onto the B side. Hold this angle while your Omen is holding the ropes, for an example. We're ready to go for the execute. Okay, for the retake, let's start the retake.
Second main.
Cover going out.
You're peeking the enemies on the site on which they planted the spike. Right now, you need to have a dash ability activated. We cannot lose our life in this fight from this guy right here. We need to have dash ready. Whenever you're going for the B retakes from tower, always drop down. Like, never go from the rafters. You're way too overexposed. Enemies can peek you on timing from so many different positions, it's not worth it. Just drop down silently with the ropes, activate the dash ability, and start clearing all of these angles one at a time. And you're consistently fighting, you know, one fight or on two angles at least. Here you're fighting on 4 different angles from which enemies can kill you. 5.
I can smoke many.
Blocking sight.
Last player.
Oh,
Criminal. I mean, you lost this one on a rotation, man. Like, as soon as you heard that Mix planted the smokes on B, and Vito used his utility on B, rotate, brother. Like, you need to play faster rotations on this map.
all 3 have. We can draw close.
In overtimes, do whatever like worked for you the most. Like, in the regular part of the match, executes work the best. Anyways, enemies like don't have one player alive. Right now, Fireman push A, Fireman push B, doesn't matter. I mean, we should push A because they have Vice, and Vice usually play B side in this match.
Back.
Go!
Just drawing it close. I'm gonna sit close.
Locating target.
One up, Evan. He might be able to go on the side. One with spawn. I'm holding the spawn.
Our spike carrier is killed.
One enemy remaining.
He's having last.
Spike down A.
Try and plant backside here.
Heaven still, still heaven.
Spike planted. Light munition. Ultimate is ready.
But pretty much all of the same mistakes that you made on the attacker's side. Like, I covered everything already on the attack.
Go.
Yeah, I'll play with you, bro. Watch up, watch KB.
You see why this is important? Now we know that they're mid and B, bro. We clear the whole A main area of the map. We got that early info. Fuck it, rotate now. I'm gonna play this passively on a split. Also, your teammates on B side are making a mistake. Like, you should at least be jump spotting in the B main area of the map or A main area of the map for the info. It's a very claustrophobic map where you can get some instant info immediately, especially in these low elo lobbies where people just play together as 5 and do the executes and stuff like that.
Fires is mid.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Playing backside. Well played, Fade. Well played.
Okay, now as a final note, when it comes to your mechanics, like, you really need to start doing some routine 24/7, and I'm gonna share that routine with you. Like, what you really struggle with quite a lot is prolonged fights where you need to move a lot and go for the burst fire. You are consistently mistiming your shots. Like, consistently 50 or 60% of your shots go to Jesus Christ. Second thing that you struggle with are micro corrections. Micro adjustments don't exist for you. You're trying to aim way too much with your movement, and if you need to do any static micro corrections, that's like, whatever. I'll give you some training to specifically focus on this, and please do it every single day, and that's it. Everything else we're going to cover through private messages because this was a free VOD review and I don't want to go too deep into it. Like, I'll cover it with him. Next VOD review is going to be a tier 3 sub VOD review, so we're going to go a bit deeper on stream. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment, all of that good stuff. Join Discord server for coaching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Second YouTube channel.